G'day and welcome to another episode of Kiwi Car Life, and today is the day where I get to drive my first M car. And I want to give a special thank you to Cooper Auto Company for giving me this M3 to review today. He's got an awesome collection of EVs and hybrids for all the boring folk, but also a very cool selection of performance cars like this M3 and Audi R8, Porsches and much more. Check him out via the link in the description. In terms of exterior styling, there's really not a whole lot that gives it away that this is a full fat M car. In many ways it just kind of looks like a slightly wide-bodied 335i, but there are a few subtle hints that give it away. The front bumper is slightly more aggressive. There's a little power bulge in the bonnet here with a couple of vents. The wheels look fantastic and are a bit wider and more meaty looking. The mirrors are another one that does sort of give it away. The design of these is very unique compared to most other E90 3 Series. And then around the back you have the typical M car quad exhaust, a nice little lip spoiler, and I love that this one is an LCI model or a facelift model where it has the LED honeycomb taillights. Overall, I think to some it will be quite boring, but to me I quite like that more understated, sedate and very plain Jane performance sedan look. The engine is The engine is completely bespoke to the E90 and E92 3 Series. It's an S65 B40, a 4-litre 90-degree V8, revs to 8,300 RPM and makes 414 horsepower or 309 kilowatt and 400 Newton meters. And one of the ways that this engine is able to rev so high is that it has a much larger bore than it does a stroke, which means you have a big fat piston, but it doesn't have to move very far up and down, which is what allows this cross-plane crank to rev a lot higher than, say, the S63 AMG's engine or even Audi's 4.2 litre V8. And as you'll see a bit later on, with this one being paired with the 7-speed Getrag dual clutch transmission, it really is the best of both worlds. You have smooth and linear power delivery, but you have a very quick shifting transmission, and of course it's rear wheel drive with a limited slip diff, which makes for an enormously fun driving experience. And finally, the interior. The advantage is that it's just a 3 Series, which means that it is very well equipped. You have nice feeling aluminium pedals, the steering wheel feels excellent, it's got cruise control, auto lights, a very comprehensive iDrive system up here with reversing camera, parking sensors, navigation. It's an excellent infotainment system, very easy to use. The seats themselves are excellent, they hold you in fantastically well, but they're also extremely comfortable. Rear legroom is excellent, there's a good amount of space back there. It's the kind of car that you could pick up all your mates in and they'd be very comfortable, and half of them would have no idea that it's even an M3. And that really is this car's disadvantage, is that it's just a 3 Series. There's nothing in here apart from a tiny little M badge down here that suggests this car is anything special. So if you want something with a bit of flair that's really going to let people know that this is no ordinary sports sedan, then this might not be the car for you. But in many ways I quite like the more sedate nature of it, where there's only very subtle things like the pedals and the M badge and the gauges to give it away as to what this is. Driving the BMW M3, 4-litre V8, dual clutch gearbox. Already I love it, man. I'm going to leave traction control on because I don't know that I really trust myself, but here we go, listen to this. It's so nice, where it's definitely got enough power to get the back end sort of loose, but it's not ridiculous. You know, you can give it some beans and it really gets going. Oh my word, it's so balanced. The handling is incredible. I kind of forgot to talk about the handling actually. Oh, that is quick through there, man. Here we go, 3rd gear. Oh, and the transmission is just fantastic. Oh, back end's coming out of it there. If I had one complaint, the gears are really long, which kind of surprised me because I went, normally dual clutches have very short gears. Not in the case of this one. You know, I'm going fast and I'm only in 3rd gear at like 5,000 RPM, and you know, you want to chase that red line, and in this you can get there, but you've got to go so fast. But overall, man, you can't really complain, man. It rides beautifully. It's very easy to control. Steering feel is excellent. It's limited slip diff. Oh wow, that is the easiest car I've ever driven to go sideways. What? I was like a quarter throttle and the thing just so easily went. This is amazing. I'll put the window up and get some more induction noise. Listen to this. Oh, I love that. It's just so incredibly usable, you know? Just listen to that engine. Something like the C63, it was just silly, right? Whereas this, by comparison, is a lot more refined. You can see, you know, I'm really enjoying myself, but I'm not just like grinning from ear to ear, you know, because it's not really that kind of car. It's like a well-oiled trumpet to play, you know, all the valves just work perfectly. It sings a beautiful note. It's delightful to play. This is up there as one of the best cars that I've ever driven. And if you are on the fence about buying one, because there's a good chance the price of these are going to start to creep up over time, you know, buy one now while you can when they're 30 grand. Don't wait till they're 60, because this is a brilliant, brilliant car. So there we go. Thanks for watching this episode of Kiwi Car Life. I'm sort of rounding off a series of V8 cars that I've done here. So if you want to see the ISF C63 and Audi R8 reviews that I did, then click on the links popping up right about now. And I will look forward to seeing you again next time.